and you get to the stoplight. It's a couple minutes down the road.
Well, the light was a minute or two. So.
All right. But what I'm getting at is, you're on your way home. Why don't you keep going?
I wanted balloons.
All right. Do you normally order those wings when you go into Papa Don's?
Yeah, I love wings. Wings is actually my favorite food, and I get the plain wings with Arizona ranch and honey mustard on the side.
All right. John, if you look at this. Go. Judge, at this point in time, Mr. Gray is going to operate the computer with the court's permission.
That's fine.
Judge, can we have the lights down?
Sure. Just let me know right now.
First of all, Mr. Ivery, can you see that screen from where you're sitting?
Do you want the lights dimmed right now?
If I could, Your Honor.
Yeah, I can see it.
We're going to improve the angle a little bit here. Can you move this towards that? Yeah. I want to make sure the jurors can see it. You can stand on this side. I know I'm blocking somebody. Can all the jurors see this screen? All right, next question. Mr. Ivory, can you see the screen?
Correct.
Any problems at all?
Nah.
Can we move it just a little more? Is the jury still okay? How about you, Mr. Ivory?
Yeah, I can see it.
A little better?
Yeah.
All right. Any problems with seeing the screen at all?
No.
All right. All right. The time on this computer, the date stamp is 1:53:01. Now, what does that mean to you? What time of day or night is that?
Well, in the morning.
All right. If I were to suggest it's about 7 minutes before 2 in the morning, does
Yes.
that refresh your memory?
Yes.
All right. Now, the inside of this bar, this picture, does that refresh your memory?
Yes.
Does that look like the inside of Papa Don's the night you were in here?
Yes.
All right. Now, it's 1:53:01. Right about here, you recognize that person?
Yes.
Who would that be?
That's me.
All right. Coming through the bar, or through the door, is that correct, in the bar?
Correct.
504. All right. Mr. Ivory, who's this right here?
That's me.
All right. Now, do you know who this person is right here?
At the time, I didn't.
All right. Did you come to find out later on who that person is?
Yes, Mr. David Wakati.
All right.
Can I ask if Mr. Gregg can grab a chair and sit, if that's possible, just because I think you may be obstructing the view of the jurors.
Mr. Grevin's going to have to pop up and down.
That's
an
fine,
awful
just,
lot.
that's fine.
All right, so we have a person you later find out to be Mr.
Wakati.
Wakati. All right. Describe his physical presence.
He's huge.
All right. Now, this person right here is what I call a faded orange. Do you know who that is or was?
At the time, no.
All right. And who did you find out later who this person is or was?
Yes.
Who would that be?
David Eisel.
Okay. I'm going to go down the bar a little bit. Right about there. Do you know who that person is?
At the time, I didn't.
All right. Did you come later on to find out that was Mr. Winebrenner?
Yes.
Was that the same person that you had a brief conversation with as you were leaving the bar?
Yes.
All right. John. At this point in time, is there any conversation going on with anybody between you and anybody else?
Yes, I was about to proceed to ask Tiffany if my wings was at the bar, and they...
And when you come in, this is the front door, is that right?
Correct.
You come straight in, you come about where Mr. Eisel is right there?
No. I go veer off to my left.
All right, you come in, but you don't go straight in, is that correct? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm going to come straight in.
All right, you come in and go which way?
Towards my wings, veering to the left.
All right, so you're coming over this way.
Correct.
And who's in your way?
See it, Big Dave.
All right, you and Dave have any conversation?
Yeah, he just said, don't fucking touch her or talk to her again or I'll kick your black ass.
Do you know who he's talking about?
At that time, no.
All right, and what do you say, if anything?
I mean, he's big. I just was like, bro, you know, I'd step back and,
Do you have anything in your hands?
no.
Okay. All right. At this point in time, you've taken a step back, is that right?
Correct.
All right. And is there anybody between you and Mr. Wakati at this point?
Yes,
Whom would that be, if you recognize that person?
Tiffany Miller.
All right. And is Tiffany talking to you, or is she talking to Mr. Wakati?
Wakati.
She's got her back to you, is that right?
Correct.
Has Mr. Wakati said anything more to you?
I can't recall. It's just, I know he's talking real hostile. She looked like she's trying to calm him down.
All right. All right, at a point in time, do you do anything with respect to your coat?
Yes, I lifted my jacket up
And why do you lift your jacket up?
to show him that I don't want him to mess with me. I had a weapon on me.
All right. And who are you showing that to?
Wakati.
What does he say? If
I don't-
anything.
I don't even think he see it at this point. He said he just still running up like a mountain.
All right. Is Miss Miller still got her back to you?
Yes.
All right. Is she talking or addressing Mr. Wakati?
Yeah, trying to calm him down.
All right. What type of condition is Mr. Wakati in?
And he's kind of slurring his words.
All right. All right. At this point in time, what do you do?
I back up again because he's still, talking hostile, and I just let him know I didn't want any problems.
All right. What do you do?
Take a step back.
All right. Do you do anything with your coat tail?
Yeah, I lift it up again.
So this is the second time.
Correct.
All right. Have you drawn that weapon at all at this point in time?
No.
All right. And Mr. Winebrenner, what is he doing?
He's just sitting there.
All right. Is he facing you folks?
No, you're not even paying no attention.
All right. All right. So, at 1:53 and 27 seconds, do you raise your hand anywhere or point anywhere?
No, I kind of lift my shirt up on my jacket.
Okay? And at this point in time, is Miss Miller facing you now?
Yes, now she's facing me.
All right. And have you pulled your weapon at this point in time?
No.
All right. Right behind you, physically speaking, what is right behind you?
It's a table in the wall.
Okay. The table is sitting in kind of an L in the wall. Is that the fair way of putting it?
Yes, correct.
And the wall is then right behind the table.
Correct.
All right. About how far behind you is the wall?
I'd probably say maybe 3 feet, maybe.
Okay. Now, you just raised your right hand in a forward direction. What are you doing that for?
I'm just saying, man, I'm just here to see my wings here, man. I kind of point towards the bar.
Okay? And you use your right hand to point toward the bar?
Correct.
All right. And at this point in time, is Mr. Wakati still in front of you?
Yes.
All right. Is Mr. Eisel still at the panel in the bar?
Correct.
Mr. Winebrenner appears to be facing the back of the bar. Is that a fair way of putting it?
Yes.
Are Mr. Eisel and Mr. Winebrenner involved in this at all at this point?
No.
So at this point in time, what are you doing?
I kind of create some distance between me and Mr. Wakati.
All right, and which direction are you moving?
I'm headed to the bar.
All right. Are you moving right or left?
I'm going to the left.
All right. Is that what the bar is?
Yes.
And was that the last place you remember your wings being?
Yes.
All right. At this point in time, are you looking around at all?
No.
What are you focused on?
Mr. Wakati.
Now, Mr. Wakati hasn't moved too much. Is that a fair way of putting it?
Correct.
All right. You have moved to the left. Is that a fair way of putting it?
Correct.
All right. Has Mr. Eisel made any move at this point in time?
No.
What is Mr. Winebrenner doing now?
At that time, I don't even see him getting up out of his seat because I'm facing Mr. Wakati.
All right. You're still focused on the big guy.
Yeah.
All right. And has Mr. Winebrenner left his seat?
Yes.
And which direction is he moving toward?
Me. Put his hands out.
All right. And which side is that?
That would be my left side.
All right. All right. We're at 1:53:44 seconds. Mr. Ivery, are you basically in the same spot?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Wakati is basically the same spot.
Yes.
And Mr. Winebrenner is where?
Now he's physically touching me, and he's onto my left side.
Are his arms in front, out in front of him, so to speak?
Yes.
And has he touched you at this point in time?
Yes.
All right. Do you know where he's touching you?
He's kind of like my waist.
All right. All right, now, Mr. Wakati is still basically in the same spot. Is that fair to put it?
Yes.
All right. Now, Mr. Eisel has left the bar. Is that correct?
Correct.
Is he proceeding, or what direction is he proceeding?
At the time, it seemed like he came from nowhere, but he's coming towards me.
All right. Now, Mr. Winebrenner is where?
He's on me.
All right. How far away is he?
He's inches. He's on me.
All right. You're basically face to face. Is that a fair way of putting it?
Well, I'm still kind of focused on Wakati too.